Hello dear icons. Ready for the class? Well, before we begin today's class, I am now going to show you some gestures. You observe them carefully and just think, what do they mean? Ready? Okay. What is it? Writing. Correct. Reading. Correct. Then thinking. Correct. Sleeping. Right. So, what are all these words? What are all such words called? We use such words in our day-to-day life also, right? Like brushing, bathing, talking, eating, playing, kicking, fighting, reading, writing. So, what are these words called? Have they got any name? Have you ever thought of it? Let us see today. Observe these words. Writing, sleeping, eating, thinking, and similar words. Playing, kicking, running, swimming, jogging, skating. So, just observe these words carefully. What are they telling us? Observe the words eating, writing, thinking, sleeping. So, if you observe these words, in all these words, some kind of action is there. Some kind of work is happening, right? If you see eating, the action of eating is there. If you see writing, the action of writing. If you see thinking, the action of thinking. Sleeping, the action of sleeping, or you can say state of sleeping. So similarly, if you take playing, the action of playing is there. Skating, the action of skating is there. The movement of skating is there. So, such words describe some kind of action or some kind of movement in them. Such words are called action words. And in English grammar, such words are called verbs. What are they called? Verbs. Right. Today in our class, we are going to learn a new thing, new grammar element. It is verbs. So, what are verbs? Okay, before we further go into verbs, let us first see what are all the grammar elements that we have learned in grade 1 till now. Okay, what are the grammar elements that we learned? To begin with, we learned punctuation, the rules of writing sentences. You all remember, right? Like, capital letter, first letter capital, full stop, comma, all such things. And then we also learned nouns, and then common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns are generic names, proper nouns are specific names. Do you remember? Yes. Singular and plural forms of nouns. If there is only one noun, then it is called singular. And if there is more than one noun, then it is called plural form. Then what else? Helping verbs. There are many helping verbs, but in grade 1, till now we have learnt 3 helping verbs. What are they? Is, am, are. Yes. Now, pronouns. Recently we have finished learning pronouns. Again, there are many pronouns, many kinds of pronouns also. But in grade 1, we have learnt he, she, it, they, we. Right? And along with these grammar elements, we have also finished reading Ned the Great novel and many other stories, right? And what else? Vocabulary also, we have learnt more than 100 words, right? Reading and a few spellings also we have learnt till now. Very good. So, now, today, in grammar elements, this verbs is the new thing that we are going to learn. Okay, so claps to all of you for learning these many things, and let us now see what are verbs. So verbs are the words that describe any action or a state as we have just now discussed, some kind of action, if it is happening, then it is called a verb. In simple words, you can remember verbs as action words or doing words, right? Okay, now let us do one thing. Let us learn to identify verbs. So how do we do that? We'll just look at the word and we think, is there any action happening in that word? Is there any kind of work happening in that word? If so, it is a verb. Otherwise, it is not a verb. Okay? Let us also circle the verbs. Okay? Okay. What is the first word? Toy. Toy. Is toy a verb? When I say toy, just think, is there any action or is there any work happening in the word toy? No any action, right? So it is not a verb. Play. When you say play, there is a lot of action, lot of movement, right? Lot of work is happening there. So playing, play is a verb. Circle it. The next word, cat. So when I say cat, is there any kind of work or action there? No. So it is not a verb. Read, reading. There is the action of reading there, right? So read is a verb. When you say cycle, simply it is, there is no any action there. But when you say cycling or riding, then there is action, right? Then there is some kind of movement, some kind of work. So cycling is a verb. If you simply say cycle, it is just a thing. It is not a verb. Run. Again, running. Some kind of action is there when you run. Yes, so run is again a verb. If you say house, is house a verb? When you say house, there is no any kind of movement or no any kind of action, right? So house is not a verb. So this is how we identify verbs. We will just look at the word and just think, is there any kind of action or movement or work is happening in that word? Then it is a verb, otherwise it is not a verb. So now let us look at your learning engagement for today. Your learning engagement, see, there is a link given here. It is about verbs. Watch the video and also listen to the audio carefully and understand more about verbs. And after doing that, there is this page in your English model book, page 15. It is on verbs. Read the text given in this page. Also, look at the pictures and read the verbs. See, all these pictures, they show some kind of action. Means all these words are verbs. Okay? Look at the pictures and read each and every verb. Right? So, that is your learning engagement for today. Simple, right? No any writing task. But listen to the video carefully and also read this page. So, till we meet in the next class, that's it for today, students. Happy learning. Bye-bye.